It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's the Phoenix Suns and the Toronto Raptors. So Phoenix will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Portis is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Drexler in at the 2. Now here's James after the miss from Clyde Drexler. Here's Harden on the wing. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
Now here's James following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain.
Great natural instincts of LeBron. Good decision maker on the pick and roll.
Billups kicks to Gay. Passes to Drexler. The shot misses, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Outside Holiday. Down low. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs. In the corner, Harden. Over Drexler. Rebound by the Suns. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now, here is Harden, and the Raptors miss again. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And finished off by Gay.
Flying high, Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's LeBron. Good on the bucket. James has got his second basket of the night.
Como se debe, papi. Como se debe.
He's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Drexler against Harden. And here's Drexler. Tipped away. And there's Gay outside. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
A little joke right at the buzzer.
And that does it for the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Vucevic is out there with Powell. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Williams. And it's done in at the one.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now, here's Dunn. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
The pass to Harden. Right side, Gordon. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by Dunn. 1:36 left in the first half. Now the dish to Bazemore. Vucevic to the pass to Dunn. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Vucevic against Harden. Vucevic finds Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bazemore. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Smart. Shoots from 12. That one off the back iron and out. Suns leading by 4. Now Bazemore. No points in the game yet for him. Knocked loose. Pass to Calderon. He kicks it to Vucevic. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Smart dishes to Harden. Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Gordon from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Vucevic to the pass to Calderon. They need this one. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Calderon.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Off target from the wing.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 3. And join us right.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Holiday out there with Harden, and it's LeBron James, and it's Manning in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. On the wing, James, defended by Portis. A shot by LeBron, no good. Suns leading by 3. Drexler outside. Kicks it out to Gay. Harden with it. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's James. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Holiday kicks to James. Over Gay. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from LeBron. Last season marked the change, Smitty, as we know, in the number of timeouts a team can get, as well as the length of those timeouts. You think it's helped speed the game along a little bit, made it more efficient?
Yeah, I think it has. I love it that the coaching staffs are limited to 2 timeouts during the last 3 minutes. I love that it sped up the game. I think next for us is start to look at how much time is spent on referees looking at the replay of plays. I think that's the next step for the NBA to kind of speed up the game.
Puts the move on. Chamberlain with the block. They retain possession. Just 2 to shoot. James, no good.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for James.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's
Solo un juego este hombre mete eso de que tiro libre. Vamos a ver qué tan real. Tiene que fallar obligado.
Substitution here for Phoenix. Dwight Powell's checked in for Jeff Withy. Derek Williams comes in for Rudy Gay. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for and Chris Dunn subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Dunn passes to Chamberlain. Williams against LeBron. Stolen by Smart. LeBron outside. Valanciunas finds Holiday. And again, Toronto no luck. Outside Williams to the paint. Howard. Some solid defense from Grant. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead, up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. We've got Chris Dunn. Dwight Powell is out there with Portis. Then there's Drexler. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Gordon inside. He's against Williams, and it's Gordon missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Toronto shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. To the wing right side. Gordon against Williams. Gordon inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Raptors making a change here. Towns is checked in. And then for Phoenix, Vucevic checked in for Powell. Gay comes in for Derek Williams. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Chris Dunn. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Stolen by Smart. Here's Holiday. Passes it to Towns. Toronto turns it over again. And Toronto making a change here. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against Drexler. Floats one up, and it's denied. Grant the pass to man. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Billups up top, guarded by Holiday. Drexler against Harden. Poked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Poked away, and here are the Raptors now. Right side Holiday. Inside. Offensive rebound. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns. Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 5. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Igor Kokoshkov coaching his team during the break. He told them to play smart, but not to be cautious. He said, look, we got this lead by playing our way, and we'll keep it by doing the same. Guys, we'll see what happens.
the mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 5. 30 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
And now we've got the intentional foul. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .23 seconds left in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know Drew Holiday will shift his pace ever so slightly, just enough to get you to overcommit.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden gets to Holiday. Harden the pass to James. Over K. James no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. From deep three-point range, it's in.
Your go-to guy in these situations, LeBron has been here before.
Ay, que duro tirando esos tiros así.
This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him. Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building. And that about does